Yo, 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 you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Willie D. I'm here with a legendary guest, man. Can you please introduce yourself for the people who don't know?
I'm Ttyme. Yeah, I'm just a young Dino man trying to make it.
Okay, okay, I feel you, man. Now, can you explain to the people what it is that you do, man? What you doing out here putting the town on, really?
I sing, man. I do music. I do music. I'm a dad before anything, but I'm a singer for surely.
Okay, I like how you put that, man. You're a father before anything, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's where I know you from, man. Always seeing you with your kids, man.
me.
Being in their lives, and that's a real important thing, man. I wanna say I commend you for that, first of all.
Appreciate it.
You know,
You
because
also, you also,
it's
most
a lot of
deaf.
dudes out here that's not really doing what they're supposed to be doing. Not that we speaking down on them, but we gotta commend the ones that is doing what they're supposed to be doing, man,
Me.
for sure. You know, so you doing the music, man.
Yeah.
Would you say you more of a rapper or a singer? Because I've heard you do both, and you doing
Uh,
both very well.
I say more of a singer. I enjoy singing more. I don't like how I sound when I low key even get to rapping.
You don't think so?
Nah, I mean, but it comes out cool. Apparently, everybody says it sound good, but I prefer to sing.
I fuck with it, man. You know, and you're a
Shit.
very versatile artist. Where does your music abilities come from? Were you in the choir when you were young? Did you play instruments? Where did that come from?
Nah, I really, honestly, I never even, when I was younger, was in a choir. I didn't have nobody really teach me. I ain't never had no lessons. I just kind of picked it up. It was something I enjoyed doing when I was really hurting. Like that's where it came from. Like days I be emotional, I get to singing, and I realized people like you should sing, and I was like, nah, I just do this, and it's just something I came to enjoy, and it's something that I just came to love.
And when did you start that? Because I've known you for a while, and I
Yeah.
didn't always know you to be a singer, to be honest, So when did this actually start? Did it start when you were younger, or in your older?
Okay, I've been singing since I was young,
Okay.
but I didn't start letting people hear it until I got literally like probably out of high school. Like there's the twins, Bronte and Dante.
Oh,
Dante
I
used to
remember
always, yeah, he
them.
used to always
Yeah.
tell me like he's the first person I ever showed one of my songs to. Dante, which one is okay? Dante, yeah, my boy, the bigger one with the lights. That's my boy. Came in the class when I said, bro, I think I got some. Yeah, let me hear, it, bro. And he motivated me like, damn, bro, you hard. And from there, I just started letting it be heard. But I've been doing this since I was a kid, though.
Yeah, so all it takes is a little bit of motivation sometimes.
Me.
Okay. Um, so you've been doing this since a kid. Is there any? Do you play any other instruments, or is it just strictly vocals?
I kind of, I'm kind of like self-taught with the piano here and there, but it's a learning process. But yeah, more so vocals.
Get the melodies down.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about any projects? Do you have any projects that you had in the past, or any future projects that you're working on
Right
right now?
now, man, bro, I probably got over 100 something songs, and I just be so downplaying myself, so skeptical of myself. Instead of dropping it, but this year, this most definitely I want. So by next month, I want to drop some, at least 8 songs. I want to drop something like called like for her, like that's the whole concept of it.
Okay, well, I'll say this, what I'm saying, off the record, on the record. If you ever want to send me some music, I'll bump that shit.
Yeah, on
You
me,
know what I'm saying?
appreciate
I'm
it,
a fan. You know what I mean?
appreciate
Like
it.
I think you have a great voice. You're a very good artist. And you shouldn't think down on yourself, man. Because honestly, you one of them ones out here. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
And
it.
if ain't nobody told you, what I'm saying, I'll definitely tell you on camera in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? You one of them ones. So keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate you, Brody.
So I want to talk a little about where are you from exactly? You from San Bernardino, right?
Yeah, the West Side San Bernardino.
Okay.
There's stump grounds over there, man. I ain't glorifying nothing over nowhere. I'm San Bernardino at the end of the day, but I'm from San Bernardino West.
West Side, yeah.
Yeah,
We're representing, you know what I mean? We love all San Bernardino, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But and I'll say this, tell me if you agree. It's like the West Side has a different type of spirit than any other part of San Bernardino.
most
And
definitely,
it's like when you speak about San Bernardino, you speaking about the West Side.
most
Do you feel like
definitely.
that too?
For real, me personally, that's what I feel. It's
Okay.
like that's what I know though. So some people may say the East because that's what they know, but me personally, I know the West. So when I hear the Dino, instantly the first thing I'm thinking about is the West.
Yeah. And it's
So
nothing against.
yeah, it's nothing
You
against
know,
nobody, cause I got love
the
for it
North
all.
End, the East Side, but I will say when I talk to people who know about San Bernardino from people outside, they talking about the West. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
True.
They specifically talking about the West Side. It was kind of famous for the right or the wrong things. You know what I mean? But definitely, the West Side has a name for itself. So can you tell me a little bit about what it was like coming up as a youth? Was it tough, or was it easy? Did you have a silver spoon in your mouth? You know what I mean? Was it?
Yeah.
Did you have to work for it? Did you have to mow lawns? What was
Coming
going
up,
on?
man, it was one of them situations, man. I went through a lot. I'd have been, and it's something that over time, I kind of worked up the ability to even talk about. I'd have been molested. I'd have been, I'd have been beat. Then been told if I tell my kid, I'm gonna get killed. It's something, you feel me? And it's something I advise anybody who going through it, to speak up on, because it's something that's gonna help you in the long run. You know what I mean? It's something that I went through, and it was, and honestly, I'm happy I went through it. You feel me? I wish I didn't, but it made me stronger. It was, you feel me? Even within my music, it helped me, that push. It helped me be a better dad. It helped me understand why I could never leave my kids like I was left. You feel me? I done slept nights you feel me, on at bus stops. I done slept nights walking around the Zions, like, and that's why I got a love for the West, because it was such a home to me. You feel me? Like, it ain't nothing I'm glorifying, because I don't want the kids to think, oh yeah, because I don't know. People may look up to me, may not. But if you do, it ain't something I want to glorify. You feel me? Because especially to these kids, you know what I mean? So as a kid, it's something that I looked up to. Older niggas like, oh, nigga, they already making money. But then when you get involved, you start to see the reality of what comes behind that money, what comes behind these friends, what behind you. So it's like, I had one of them childhoods that wasn't so great. I didn't have my dad. Mom's did what she did. You feel me? Mom's was great. I love my mom for everything, but she couldn't raise me to be the man. You feel me? So sometimes she couldn't deal with me. So sometimes I'll be out in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? And all I knew to run to was certain things that wasn't always right for me. So it was like one of them situations where I just kind of went back. And I went back and I was in it, got involved where it was too much, you feel me? But it also helped me learn new things that I wanted to learn and see new things and want to experience new things as I got older. So yeah,
Okay, yeah, I definitely respect that, man. So basically, you didn't have it easy, and do you feel like your music reflects your upbringing? Because when I listen to your music, it's great music, but I hear a sense of like pain a little bit
yeah,
in some of your songs, even your love songs and things
yeah.
like that. Would you say that's where that feeling comes from? Is your upbringing?
I would say personally, there's songs that do, but a lot of my songs come from women I've dealt with.
I can hear
You
that
feel
too.
me? Women I've dealt with, women I've hurt, women that have hurt me. So a lot of my music, I've put in that aspect. So it's like I've been hurt. I done did some hurt. So that's where my music is really based off of. Then the love I got from my kids, like when I felt at what I felt at that moment. Cause I don't write nothing. You feel me? I go in the studio and go off my emotions.
Okay.
So
So I hear you bringing up your kids a lot, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Can you tell me how important it is for you to be in your children's lives,
man, yeah, I got six
or having
kids.
your children in your life?
Yeah, I got six kids, man. I got Tramal, Trevel, Tymari, Tanique, Trinity, and True. So it's like, well, and then I got, like I said, I got a bunch of, here and there. They not my real kids, but they my real kids,
Okay.
But if I didn't have my kids, man, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have been able to even talk about me going through what I went through. I wouldn't be able to live life. I've gave up at times, because I went through something so traumatic as a kid to where I questioned myself and I questioned why my dad didn't love me enough to protect me, or why my mom didn't, or people around me. Why would my family or whoever did it to me? So it was until I had my kids where I started to really realize, like, this is what real love is. This is unconditional love. You feel me? So if it wasn't for my kids, I honestly wouldn't be here. I'd probably be dead or in jail.
I definitely 100%, agree with that. I couldn't have said it. That's pretty much how I feel about my children, So from one father to another, you know me, I definitely respect and agree with everything you just said right now. Okay, so we only got a few more questions left, man. I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. Again, I appreciate you for blessing the platform with your
No
presence,
problem.
So what is one thing that you could tell the people out there about yourself, something maybe they don't know about you, but something that's like interest, maybe something you do, a hobby you do, something somebody wouldn't expect you to do. Do you knit or something? You feel me? Like, do you draw? You know what I mean? Something you do in your spare time.
Really, man, my spare time, I'm a dad.
Okay.
So,
But I don't got no spare
yeah,
time.
I mean, for real.
I don't got no spare time.
I ain't got too much spare time, man.
Okay.
I'm a dad.
Okay.
But
do you fish? You look like you fish.
honestly, I've never been fishing
You look
ever.
like you know how to fish yourself,
I've never been fishing a day in my life. It's something I
Okay.
want to take my kids to go experience. But me personally, I've never
No fishing.
fishing at all. But I like to go to the amusement park with my, because I've never done it as a kid too much. But shit, that's about it. Now I'm a daddy.
Okay, I respect that. So, okay, another question I have for you. In a few words, can you describe yourself? If for someone who doesn't know you, never heard of you, and was just inquiring about who you are as a person, just in a few words, could you just describe yourself?
I'm gonna say tough love, loyal, and a dad. I'm gonna always stick to that dad, most definitely.
Okay,
Humble.
I respect that. That's gonna be his new mixtape. I'm a dad. You know what I mean?
I'm a dad, volume 1.
Exactly. Okay, now this is the last question I'm gonna ask you. It's a 2-part question though. If you could talk to yourself, your younger self, whatever age, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, whenever you start becoming conscious, if you could give yourself some advice, what would you tell your younger self? And the second part of this question is, where do you see yourself in, say, 10 to 15 years? So the first question, what would you tell or give your younger self? What advice would you give yourself?
To not hate so hard, to not hold on, and to continue to hurt yourself, because the more you hold on to bad things, the more it starts to hurt you and the more it'll hold you back. So I tell myself not to hate so much, not to be so hateful, even to those who've done wrong. Find a way. I know it's hard, but I would tell myself find a way to forgive earlier, because once I did, it's something that pushed me forward to be able to do things I want to do, to be who I want to be. And then I would say, like 10 years from now, honestly, man, I see myself in a career. I mean, I kind of already got going. I ain't gonna say where I work, but I just kind of see myself building with this career, having my own little setup, my own little studio setup, to where my kids can go in there and it's somewhere I feel comfortable. I ain't got to be worried to walk around with this, that, things I shouldn't, But that's my goal. That's my plans.
Okay, I definitely respect that, man. Hey, listen, Ttyme, man. Listen, this is Gundy, brother, and we definitely appreciate you blessing the platform with your presence. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a busy world out here. You know what I mean? You could be anywhere doing anything right now, but you right here with Gundy, brother, man. So we appreciate you for sure.
Most definitely appreciate you too, Brody.
Yes, sir. You already know we're gonna definitely have to do this again, man. Soon. I know we've been trying to get it in. You know what I mean? And I caught you today. I caught you.
Me.
Like, you're here right now. So
Me.
we definitely gonna have to do this again. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have some more legitimate questions for you. You know
most def.
Because this is off the rip. You know what I mean?
Most
you
def.
kind of gave me everything that I would want to know if you know what I'm saying. If I didn't already know, you feel me? So I definitely appreciate that. Ain't none of this going in there. I'm just talking.
Yeah. Most def. No.
But nah, for real, bro, I appreciate it.
Most def, big bro.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
It's always love. I appreciate you having me, bro.
Nah, man, you did the platform a huge blessing right there, man. A huge blessing. That's the pause on that time.